guys, it's coffee time. So this week is going to be interesting because I'm on call for jury duty all week. Apparently, I have to go in super early tomorrow. A lot of people are saying that typically you just kind of like hang out in a waiting room and then they're like, we need some jurors, and they randomly call you, which is strange. And sometimes it literally does take all week and you're just there every day waiting to be part of a jury. It would be super weird. So I don't know. I've never done jury duty before, but as an American citizen, it is part of our duty to be part of the system. So that's going to be either a big or a small part of my week. I don't know. I honestly don't know. They make it sound like this could last all day, every day, for the whole week. I'm like, that sucks. I'm going to miss like all the podcasts. I don't know when I'm going to be able to make videos. So heads up. That might be a thing. I might have some problems with that. Although, if it's not that intensive, we should be fine. Right? We should be fine. But I definitely have to go in tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. Also, I'm an idiot. Like a mega idiot. I don't know how this happened. I made my like final charity video, right? It was great. And I put all the messages out there, all the receipts, everything. And then I got an email that said, hey, I think you made an accounting error at some point because we were going to give $11,000 to each charity. Do you remember that? And I was like, oh my God, you're right. So I frantically like went on it. I didn't need to do this as like crazily as I did, but I frantically like went online and gave the last $1,000 to all three of the different ones. Oh my goodness. So now I get to make a for reals the last video. So dumb. It's like, how did I forget that? How on earth did I literally can't figure it out, because maybe it's because 30,000 is such a like nice round number. But the thing is, I remember when I called my bank and I was like, hey, can I get an extension on my funds? And they said, the most that we can give you is 10,000. And I said, that's not enough for me to make like the full payment in one day. I remember thinking this to myself. Looking back, I'm like, oh yeah, that's why that was an issue. That's why I said, no, don't worry about it, because it was going to take me 2 days to do it anyway. Dumb, but I also finally popped This Is It. And man, it was one of those ones that just like explodes against the mirror. I was like, I'm sorry, mirror. I had to like wash the whole thing. It was gross. I've been trying not to pop them because so many people say just like, don't pop them. You know, just let them heal on their own. And I'm like, okay. And then they're there for days and you get irritated and you just want to pop it, right? Like, So I popped it. Now it's been like kind of bleeding all day. But man, we made some great progress on Swords and Stitches stuff. I'm very, very excited. I was showing pictures to Sam and pictures to Jeannie. I was like, look at all this stuff that I did. That me and Aaron did. I'm going to take all the credit. Look at all this stuff that I did. And they're like, wow, this stuff's looking pretty cool. We were like, I know. We also had Korean food tonight. Not Korean barbecue, but like legit just straight up Korean food. And that was also delicious. They have like a spicy soup that you can get at Korean places that is just so good. I have to say, and this will be sacrilegious to Jeannie, but I prefer the soup without an egg cracked in it. She prefers all things with eggs in them. But like at this place, I asked whether or not we wanted an egg cracked in the soup, and she was like, "Yeah, definitely." And I had never had it with an egg in it before, so I was like, "Sure, whatever." And I think I prefer it without the egg. Oh man, our friendship is probably gonna be over. She's gonna watch this video and be like, "Nope, I'm done. I'm done with you." I'll be like, "Nope, sorry, no, but no." But yeah, man, most of my day. I woke up nice and early, so that was good. So I was able to actually keep to my schedule exactly for the entire day, which was incredible. Like, got the entire news video done, uploaded that. Got the entire charity video done, started to upload that as I'm walking out the door to go to the art studio. Worked on everything at the art studio until like 7. And then at 7 o'clock, met up with Jeannie, had Korean food. Then went to the house, watched Game of Thrones. We were also going to watch Hannibal, but we were all kind of sleepy. So we were like, whatever. I'm going to bring my laundry over there and do my laundry tomorrow night. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Because apparently the most recent episode of Hannibal is nuts. It's apparently like crazy pants. So I can't wait to watch it. This most recent episode of Game of Thrones was pretty good too. It's been nice having 2 really good shows going on, but I think that Hannibal's almost done. How many episodes are there supposed to be of Hannibal? Oops. Man, I have a lot of tabs open. I need to do some tab cleanup. I let them get out of hand. Like, in my browser, it's just, you can't even read them, right? You have to go by the little weird symbol that's on the side, and sometimes you see a ton of the same symbol, and you're like, what was I doing? Like, is this like back in the days of me just randomly clicking tags on Encyclopedia Dramatica, and like there's just windows upon windows upon windows of explanations of things that I don't need to know? Okay. How many episodes season 2 Hannibal? Episode 10. No, I don't want to see it. How many episodes are there supposed to be? Oh god, there's spoilers. We can't do this right now. We can do this later, but we can't do it right now because there are spoilers all over the place. The very first one was I'm not going to say an actual spoiler, but the very first thing that popped up was recap of last night's episode, and I was like, no. Boo. That show is so good though. Guys, it's just so good. Man, what else went on today? I can't tell you anything about the Swords and Stitches stuff, which upsets me. I did get to take a picture of, we were testing out wood burning, and I did a little cat. I burned a little cat into the wood. Originally, I burned a cat face into the wood, and then Aaron was like, let's give it a body. But I was so upset by the fact that there was no tail, but it still turned out real cute. So in my mind, I was like, it's fine. It's like the tail is curled up next to the body, right? It's fine. Also at the art studio is owned by this woman who rents out areas of the art studio, right? So that's what Aaron does. Aaron rents out an area of this art studio. So this was the first time I actually met the woman who makes weird bone sculptures and then paints them bright blue, which is amazing, by the way. She has like this huge bag of just like bones, like face bones, femurs, just like everything. And she just like pieces them together into weird shapes and then covers them with this super glossy paint. And then they don't even look like bones anymore. I was like, I don't know. I'm not a fan of this because I love bones. Anything that takes bones and then makes them look like not bones is weird to me. Right? It's like, no, that's not what I wanted. But she also has this sculpture of a woman like crouching, and there's like paint like dripping off of her body, right? She's just like this big plaster woman with paint all over her. And I swear to God, every time I'm leaving that studio, I see that. I'm just like, I think there's a person there. And Aaron was saying he does the same thing almost every single time he walks by. He's like, oh, it's a lady. It's not a lady. Okay. It's terrifying. It just looks like this woman like looming next to the door, just like staring at you. You're like, It's kind of awesome. Look, it's kind of awesome. I kind of love it, but it's also terrifying. Oh, yeah? I'm daydreaming about living somewhere that's quieter. It's going to be amazing, you guys. I love this apartment so much. Like, if I could just take it and plop it somewhere else. That would be really great. But Sam and I have been talking about, you know, like moving in together once my lease is up. So we've been talking about, you know, what we can afford and what we'd want and all that. And my priorities right now are, I want it to be quiet and I want a dishwasher. It's like it. That's all I want in the world are those two things. Like, if I can record without hearing motorcycles and sirens constantly and also be able to wash my dishes in a timely manner, mwah, 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 I'm out. It would be great. It would be just like the perfect life. So those are my two criteria. And also they have to be cat friendly. Because otherwise I'm going to have to sneak those cats in, and that never goes well. I had a friend who, she kept in her apartment with her 2 dogs, 3 ferrets, and 3 cats. It was a 1-bedroom apartment in an apartment complex where we were not supposed to have animals. And it was the funniest thing to me. Every time I'd go there, there would just be like animals, just animals right at the door. And I'd be like, oh, okay. Oh, she was great though. Ronnie, I miss you. I love you. Mwah. Anyway, I'm going to go to bed and then go to jury duty. But I hope you guys had an amazing day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye. Mwah.